legends, sightings, and unexplained mysteries. The world is full of creatures that lurk just beyond our understanding. Are they myths, or could they be real? Join me as we dive into the top 5 cryptids that could be real. Number 5. Bigfoot. Deep in the heart of dense, remote forests, a mystery has persisted for centuries. A creature that has captured imaginations, sparked heated debates, and fueled countless adventures. The story of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, originates from indigenous folklore across North America. Tribes like the Sto Lo in British Columbia spoke of a wild man, or hairy giant, that lived in the forests. These stories described a creature standing over 7 feet tall, covered in hair, and possessing extraordinary strength and agility. But it wasn't until the 20th century that Bigfoot burst onto the global stage. The modern Bigfoot craze began in 1958 when a bulldozer operator named Jerry Crew discovered massive, human-like footprints in Bluff Creek, California. Skeptics thought it was a hoax, but the discovery made headlines, and the term Bigfoot was born. From then on, sightings, stories, and evidence started to pile up. Then, in 1967, the Patterson-Gimlin film emerged, showing what appears to be a large, ape-like creature walking along a creek bed. This 59-second clip became one of the most iconic pieces of alleged Bigfoot evidence ever captured. Despite decades of analysis, arguments, and speculation, it remains a cornerstone of the Bigfoot debate. Bigfoot sightings have been reported across the United States, but the Pacific Northwest takes the crown for the most activity. Washington state alone has over 700 documented encounters. But reports aren't limited to North America. Similar creatures are described worldwide, like the Yeti in the Himalayas, the Yowie in Australia, and the Almasty in Russia. Could Bigfoot be part of a global phenomenon? Over the years, researchers have tried to prove Bigfoot's existence through physical evidence. Hair samples, footprints, and even supposed Bigfoot nests have been studied. One notable case in 2014 involved genetic testing of Bigfoot hair, which turned out to be from bears, wolves, and other known animals. But that hasn't stopped dedicated cryptozoologists from continuing the search. Believers argue that the lack of evidence doesn't mean Bigfoot doesn't exist. After all, new species are discovered all the time in remote areas. Enthusiasts point to eyewitness accounts, unexplained vocalizations, and mysterious structures in forests as clues that Bigfoot might be out there. Number 4. Loch Ness Monster. For centuries, this Scottish lake has captivated imaginations around the globe. Its dark, mysterious waters hold secrets that have inspired countless tales. Welcome to Loch Ness, home to one of the world's most enduring legends, the Loch Ness Monster. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster, affectionately known as Nessie, dates back to ancient times. Local folklore spoke of water beasts inhabiting the loch, but it wasn't until 1933 that the modern Nessie phenomenon truly began. In 1933, a couple claimed to have seen a large creature crossing the road in front of their car near Loch Ness. This account sparked a media frenzy. Soon after, sightings poured in, including the famous photograph taken by Dr. Robert Kenneth Wilson in 1934. This grainy image became an icon, cementing Nessie's place in popular culture. But was it real? Decades later, it was revealed to be a hoax, a cleverly staged photo using a toy submarine. Despite this revelation, belief in Nessie persisted. Why? Perhaps it's because Loch Ness itself is the perfect setting for mystery. Stretching over 23 miles in length and reaching depths of up to 755 feet, Loch Ness holds more water than all the lakes in England and Wales combined. Its murky depths and limited visibility make it an ideal hiding spot for an elusive creature. Over the years, scientists have conducted numerous investigations into the Loch Ness Monster. Sonar scans, underwater photography, and even DNA sampling have been used to uncover the truth. Number 3. Mothman. Our story begins in the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. It was the mid-1960s and strange things were afoot. The first widely reported sighting of the Mothman occurred on November 12, 1966, near Clendenin, West Virginia. A group of grave diggers claimed to see a man-like figure with massive wings hovering above them. Little did they know, this was only the beginning. Just 3 days later, Two young couples were driving near an abandoned TNT factory on the outskirts of Point Pleasant. What they saw that night would haunt them forever. A large creature with glowing red eyes and a wingspan of about 10 feet chased their car at speeds of over 100 miles per hour. The descriptions were consistent. Witnesses claimed the Mothman was about 7 feet tall, with dark, leathery wings and those unmistakable red eyes. It wasn't just one or two people either. Dozens of sightings were reported in the following months. But what exactly was the Mothman? A mutant bird? An alien? Or something even more sinister? Theories began to spread like wildfire. Some believed it was a harbinger of doom, an omen warning of disasters to come. And in December 1967, tragedy struck Point Pleasant. The Silver Bridge, which connected Point Pleasant to Gallipolis, Ohio, suddenly collapsed during rush hour on December 15, 1967. 46 lives were lost in the disaster. In the aftermath, some residents claimed to have seen the Mothman near the bridge in the days leading up to the collapse. Was it mere coincidence? Or something more? This connection between the Mothman and the Silver Bridge tragedy cemented the creature's place in American folklore. But the sightings didn't stop there. Over the years, reports of Mothman-like creatures have surfaced around the world, often tied to catastrophic events. From Chernobyl to 9/11, some believe the Mothman appears as a warning, a cryptic messenger of impending doom. The legend of the Mothman has inspired countless books, documentaries, and even a Hollywood movie. The Mothman Prophecies, starring Richard Gere. Number 2. Chupacabra. The legend of the Chupacabra, which translates to goatsucker in Spanish, first emerged in Puerto Rico during the mid-1990s. The creature was blamed for a series of mysterious livestock deaths. Farmers would find their goats, chickens, and other animals lifeless, punctured by strange wounds, and completely drained of blood. It was unlike anything they'd ever seen before. The first reported sighting came in 1995, when a farmer discovered 8 of his sheep dead, each with 3 puncture wounds on their necks. Soon after, a local woman described seeing a creature unlike anything she'd ever encountered. It was said to be reptilian, about 4 to 5 feet tall, with spines running down its back, glowing red eyes, and an almost alien-like appearance. From that moment on, the Chupacabra became a sensation. Stories spread like wildfire, with sightings not just in Puerto Rico but across Latin America, the southern United States, and even parts of Europe. Each account added new layers to the legend. But where did this legend come from? Some researchers point to cultural and environmental factors. In the 1990s, Puerto Rico was experiencing economic hardships, which may have contributed to the spread of fear and superstition. Additionally, UFO sightings and alien conspiracy theories were popular at the time, and some people speculated that the Chupacabra might be extraterrestrial in origin. Adding fuel to the fire was the rise of media sensationalism. News outlets and tabloids latched onto the Chupacabra stories, creating a perfect storm of intrigue and paranoia. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. There isn't just one version of the Chupacabra. The descriptions of the creature vary wildly depending on the region. In Puerto Rico, it's often depicted as a reptilian beast. But in the United States, the Chupacabra is more commonly described as a hairless, dog-like animal with sharp teeth and glowing eyes. These differences have led some skeptics to argue that the Chupacabra isn't a cryptid at all, but rather a misidentified animal. For example, the hairless, dog-like sightings in Texas and Mexico are often attributed to coyotes with severe mange, a skin disease that causes hair loss and gives the animals a gaunt, eerie appearance. This theory gained traction in 2007 when a Texas rancher shot and killed a strange, hairless animal. DNA tests later confirmed it was a coyote, further fueling the skepticism surrounding the Chupacabra legend. So, is the Chupacabra just a case of mistaken identity? Or is there more to the story? While many sightings can be explained away, there are still those who believe in the creature's existence. Eyewitnesses swear by what they saw, and the sheer number of reports makes it difficult to dismiss entirely. Number 1. Jersey Devil. The story of the Jersey Devil begins in the early 1700s with a woman named Deborah Leeds, or Mother Leeds as she's often called. According to legend, Deborah was a mother of 12 children living in the Pine Barrens. When she discovered she was pregnant with her 13th child, she cursed it in frustration, proclaiming, "Let this one be the devil." On a stormy night, the child was born. At first, it appeared normal, but within moments, it transformed into a grotesque creature. The baby grew leathery wings, sharp claws, and a long, forked tail. It let out a blood-curdling scream and flew up the chimney, disappearing into the night. From that day on, it was said to haunt the Pine Barrens. Descriptions of the Jersey Devil vary, but most agree on a few key features. It's a creature with the head of a horse, the wings of a bat, and a serpentine tail. Some say it walks on 2 legs, while others insist it's more animalistic. But is there any truth to this chilling tale? The story of the Jersey Devil likely originated as a way to explain strange occurrences in the Pine Barrens. The area was isolated, mysterious, and full of dangerous wildlife. Combine that with a mix of colonial superstition and religious fear, and you've got the perfect breeding ground for a monster legend. There's also the theory that the legend of the Jersey Devil was politically motivated. The Leeds family, who were central to the tale, were involved in a feud with local Quakers. Some believe the devil was a way to tarnish their name. Whether it was born from fear, politics, or something else entirely, sightings of the Jersey Devil have been reported for centuries. In 1909, a wave of panic swept through New Jersey and neighboring states as dozens of people claimed to see the creature. Witnesses described a bizarre flying beast that terrorized towns, attacked livestock, and left strange footprints in the snow. Schools and businesses closed as fear of the Jersey Devil spread like wildfire. Even police officers and firefighters reported encounters with the mysterious creature. But what about today? Despite the rise of technology and skepticism, the Jersey Devil still captures the public's imagination. Paranormal investigators, cryptozoologists, and curious adventurers continue to search the Pine Barrens for signs of the beast. There you have it, 5 cryptids that just might be real. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the world's mysteries remind us that there's still so much we don't know. Which of these creatures do you think could be out there, lurking in the shadows? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon for notifications. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.